Hello and welcome back to Madmen with the Box, your Doctor Who podcast, news, comedy, all the fun that we have in our reviews. Let's go ahead and meet my co-host, though, to my side. He is there. He is Jimmy.
Oh, shit!
Okay, and then down below, the best of us, of course, is the OZ Chris.
Hi. I've no idea what happened with Jimmy.
Oh shit! Shit! You had to run to the loo, as we call it.
Yeah. I don't know. Who knows?
Do you call it the loo in Australia, Chris?
I'm back.
What happened?
Forgot my Zevia.
What an entrance. What an entrance. Yes, we're back. Episode 39. We've done this for 39 episodes, guys.
Wasn't it 39 last week?
No, last week it's 38.
Oh.
Well, for counting the previous ones, I think it's a bit longer.
It's a bit longer than that, but live.
Yeah. That's
before it was all videos.
That's the alternate timeline.
Alternate time.
That's
right.
that's our equivalent to the Virgin New Adventures. Yeah, some of it fits.
There's still some tucked away that I have to pull out of the archive sometime. Whenever life isn't so busy.
Yeah, we'll get BBC to commission some animations for those
animatics.
the missing streams.
All right.
Can we just get the people who do ASDF to animate some stuff? That would be
Astafa. Yes. Quite fun. But we have some news this week. Some news. Jimmy, go ahead and tell us where we should start this week.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Should we start and get it out of the way? No.
Yes.
No, we'll just wait. We'll do that in the mid. So we have stuff, good stuff, bad, good stuff.
Mid.
We had some really cool news this week. By cool meaning I'm forgetting. David Tennant is returning to Big Finish. What a big surprise. Right? But it's not really for Doctor Who. It's for Luther Arkwright, which is
never heard of it.
I don't know what this
no
is.
idea what it is.
It's either one of the originals or it's like there's something else they've adapted because they've also done like
original adaptation of Brian Talbot's graphic novel.
Yeah, because I know they did like Pathfinder or Magic.
And you can see it right here.
An adaptation.
Whoever did this graphics on this picture right here, I think worked on the original Fable. Looks the same.
Yeah, similar looking art style. Yeah.
I mean, I did just buy the game 2 days ago, and I've been playing it, so it's probably just in my head. But,
good shit.
Yeah, it really is.
So here's the thing. I don't care. I know that sounds very mean. Like this guy says, Michael Mills, it's gloriously ridiculous that he's done this. Out of all the things a Big Finish, oh, sure, I'll go ahead and fit a little bit of this adaptation. Sure. Why not?
Is it me or is it he's not getting as many jobs as he used to? And he's probably just going, just for a couple extra bucks.
Did this a year and a half ago, probably.
Yeah, considering when they actually record stuff, he probably would have done this like a year or two ago.
Listen,
because they do everything in advance.
Well, a year or two ago, what was he doing? He did Good Omens. Yeah, so it's about right. Oh no, he did the what was that Looney Tunes show? DuckTales. Animated.
Yeah.
Life is
Vox
like
Mechanica, animated on Prime. He's just a voice actor now, sadly.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like it's hard for Big Finish to get him.
He's anxiously waiting by his phone.
I think this is a good go ahead.
Call me.
Nick, I need a job. Please give me anything.
I think it's a good time to go ahead and say, have we discussed how long do we think it's going to take for him to return to Big Finish after 14 is done?
Not what he's coming back in Once and Future, so
touche. But
No, but that's
he
before.
recorded that like 3 years ago.
yeah, well, that's true. I don't
That's
think it'll take him
ridiculous.
that.
I've gotta think. How do you prepare for something that is so massive, like Once and Future? And we're going to be talking about that. Actually, I should go ahead and bring that up since we're talking about it. How do you prepare for something like Once and Future, which is so insanely massive, and keep it in some... It's just so exciting with the topic that they have going for it. How do you keep that relevant? I feel like they're behind, and yet they're right on time.
I got four things.
Yeah, go ahead.
One, you need a lot of coffee. Two, you're going to need to get Chris Chibnall the farthest away. Then you're going to need a good writer. And then the most important things, make sure you plan it out years in advance. So if you're going to have a shit ton of people joining in, you can schedule it in.
So this is from, I guess, Gallifrey 1, you know.
Yeah,
convention none of us went to, but they went ahead and announced some of the cast for Once and Future, which includes, of course, Michelle Gomez as Missy, Nicola Walker as Liv
Chenka. Yep.
Chinka. That's right.
Yeah, it's Spanish.
Georgia Tennant as Jenny, Michelle Ryan as Lady Christina. Lady Christina's back, really?
Yeah, that's cool.
Jackie's back.
She's like the odd one out in like this entire announcement. It's just like, oh yeah, we've got the usual suspects and Lady Christina.
I'm surprised they didn't get Sophia Myers to come in just to reprise that role if they got Lady Christina. I mean, come on. They got Jackie Tyler back. What is she gonna do? They just berate everyone for slap someone in the face, probably.
Oh, because I made a joke about this before. Imagine if she met Missy. That'd be so much. That'd be so much fun.
She would have lasted 3 minutes maximum with Missy before Missy killed her. Like,
or even the other way around.
We're getting the gang back with Vastra, Jenny, and Strax. But I'm very excited for, I believe, in our Doctor of War reviews, Sadie Miller and Christopher Naylor, they played Sarah Jane Smith and Harry Sullivan, and they're back. Right, Chris?
Yes. Well, Sadie also voices Sarah in one of the 4th Doctor Lost stories and in the most recent 3rd Doctor Kaleidoscope. And Christopher Naylor was Harry in Unit, the new series, when they started doing like time travel.
But in Doctor of War, was he?
Yes, it was those two.
Okay, very good.
Who was the general? Is because if I'm mistaken, could that be like a sneak peek at like a changed name of like Warmonger?
No, that's the general from Day of the Doctor.
Yeah, you know, the bald white guy who becomes a bald black woman.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Veclin.
I liked him.
Do we know who Veclin is?
She's a recurring character in War Doctor and the Gallifrey Time War series.
Thank you. David Warner, obviously, he was announced as well. I think this is his final performance, and I guess he'll be alongside Christopher Eccleston, which we knew that. At the same time, it's exciting to have it go. Just confirmed.
And confirmed that he is the Doctor because he does other stuff for Big Finish's different characters. So I think it was pretty obvious for the 60th anniversary. If you're going to have David Warner, it's going to be as the Doctor.
You know, it'd be cool if they got Jacob Dudman to do the 11th Doctor.
Because they can't get Matt Smith.
I mean, he's not going to come back, so might as well just get the Trinity. You know?
Yeah, that would be good. Although he did say he's retiring from that role, so.
But I mean,
why
could he have fit like recorded his voice a year or two prior?
Maybe, because they did say this isn't the. I think they said this isn't the full cast.
Ooh.
So there could be more.
Well, I think it's fairly obvious that this isn't the full cast because you have so many villains that there's going to be through this.
Also, let's be honest. This is our most anticipated thing for this year, right?
Oh yeah.
For
Aside from
Big
November,
Finish. For Big
Yeah.
Finish.
full big finish, yeah.
This is
Big Finish.
This is awesome.
Yeah, no, this is a big one. And when I heard this news, I was very excited.
I'm actually a little worried because I mean, come on, Peter's gonna be doing it, right?
Who?
Not Peter Briggs. Ah, crap. What's his name?
Nick Briggs.
Nick Briggs. Thank you. Nick is gonna be writing this, right?
No, it's different writers.
Oh,
It's-
All
so-
throughout.
Remember, it's multi-story, so it's a different writer for each story.
Okay. Because I'm like, if Nick Briggs is gonna be writing this entire thing, I'd be a little worried because he's gonna want to throw everything at the wall, and it'd be so convoluted. I mean, he's good, but I think he's better for not a big cast. When he has like a small box to work with, I think he's really good. But when he has carte blanche, I mean, that's where I'm a little worried. Dude, you got Ben
It's
10
Big
trending
Finish.
in the U.S.?
He has carte blanche. He can do whatever he wants. This is his playground.
I know, but I like it when he's like in a small. I like it when he's in a small sandbox.
This is his playground, and he allows his friends to play in it. I don't mean to make Nick Briggs
You may
sound
play
like
with the dolls, but I dictate what they do.
that they're mine.
Yeah.
I
think
got
like
the right.
looking at this, he's probably just a producer role. Because writers, you've got Rob Valentine, James Goss, Lisa McMullen, to name a few. Nick Briggs isn't listed as a author or a director, so he's most likely just producing it, which he does for most Big Finish anyway.
He's the Kevin Feige of Big Finish.
And you do have to be on the lookout. We're going to have a video out soon discussing the first Doctor Adventures, the Demon Song, and we have a conversation that leads into that as well. Just a little sneak peek there. But as for right now, I'm going to go ahead and pull up. I guess I should do one of the videos, which RTD. Should we go ahead and discuss?
Yes, RTD, my future husband and ex-husband, will.
Husband and ex-husband, you're already predicting your downfall?
Oh, he can't last with me. So Russell was recently talked on the news with Helena Bonham Carter about Nolly, his new show, which I am really excited for. My VPN is all hyped up for it. And during, he was asked, well, do you guys think, this is brought up again, I think it's getting into his head, of Helena Bonham Carter joining Doctor Who. So you got Graham Norton wanting it. You got this lady wanting it. I think he's going to start to realize, you know what? People might want to see this. Now, let's just hear it.
Are you going to be? No, I'm not going to say. I'm not going to say anything.
Try and get some secrets out of
No,
him.
I'm
She's staring at me. Those eyes. I'll tell you anything.
all I was going to say was I have been sitting by the phone because you did say the last time that we met on the red carpet that maybe there might be a tiny small cameo for you in Doctor Who, maybe.
Then
go
your
on, you've
agent
got to.
demanded £10 million.
Oh, that's not true. Yeah.
You're
It's
just
astonishing.
too
to go. I
top-ranked.
seriously, cannot wait for that. That is
Thank
going to
you.
be so
Very
brilliant.
excited. We're
And you've
shooting
got
now.
a fantastic Doctor Who.
Well, lovely shooting at is
Look at him.
with Millie Gibson. At his
So
side.
beautiful.
We're just shooting stuff together now. I've got
I
some
can't
scenes
wait.
on my phone that are so exciting. It's thrilling.
Well,
Yeah, he
not
gets
to the
dailies
detail.
on his
I
phone.
was just going to say,
God,
the
would I be that
style.
phone?
And obviously for
And
Nolly.
for Nolly.
No,
it's
but you know, you're
just
rare. There's not many people like this.
A lot of
And
writers are
also-
troglodytes, in fairness.
You should go in front of the cameras though, and you two
Oh.
must work again together because it was
in front of
Love
the
that.
cameras. We
Absolutely.
could be married.
Do it.
Son of a bitch! No, it's me.
It's me as
It's
a
me.
glory.
That's what we should.
That should have been me.
That was so nice.
Easy.
Just
we
easy
talk.
peasy.
No, it's like
Nice
Nicolas
session.
Cage. The bees. No, it's just me.
No, it's that clip from Yu-Gi-Oh! Of Yugi just going, "Damn it! It should have been me."
It should have been me.
Oh,
It's
look.
gonna be.
Hey, what's up, Aiden?
Aiden.
Aiden from 50%.
Fantastic.
Look, you have a fellow Clara supporter, Pixel. Isn't that so nice?
Wow, really?
Damn
I've
it.
never heard any of the opinions of the 50% podcast other than the
You know,
fact that they
Aiden-
want to steal you for
Yeah.
75%. But
Aiden, we like you and all, but with those kind of views here, we might have to press the ban button. I'm just saying. But yeah. So, what are you guys' thoughts? Do you guys think now that this is getting brought up more directly to his face, do you think there's another possibility that she could come back, or that she could even not reprise a role, but be the new Missy?
no.
She would be a
Ooh.
lovely Missy.
I think she'd work better as the Rani, as a new Rani.
Me too. I think if you're going to bring back Gallifreyan, you might as well. I love Clara too, Aiden Green. I don't know if you're serious or not, but I love Clara too. I think she'd be great as the Rani. I think it may actually make me like
what
the
about-
Rani.
What about a meddling monk?
Maybe, yeah. I mean, we've had a female version in Big Finish, so
Have we
I
ever
would love
seen
that
her
idea.
in a nun outfit?
Yeah, I want to.
That's a little too personal, Jimmy.
Just-
I mean,
I
growing
mean,
up,
no.
that she's one of those women that straight guys they just get a crush on her instantly. But I don't think that's that's
I'm not
here, Jimmy.
disagreeing with you, Jimmy. I don't let those thoughts come out in public.
The impulsive thoughts took over. I'm sorry. But no, I mean, dude, Helena, she's beautiful no matter what age after 18. She's just always been beautiful. So, like,
Jimmy
on,
protecting
Pixel.
himself.
I got it.
Here's the line.
I got it. But like, if we're being honest, guys, I think she'd be fantastic. Like, she's such a character in herself. I think it's a shame we haven't seen her in Doctor Who yet.
Yeah.
I think Ronnie. I'm going to go ahead and agree with Chris. I think Ronnie would work better than a monk.
Hold up. Give me 1 second. How do I share crap? Share slides. Your computer.
He's going to go ahead and find out how. We watch as Jimmy studies his screen.
Hogwarts Legacy. Shit. Hold up. You know what? I'll just find it. You guys keep talking.
Oh. How are you doing today, Chris?
No, come
you
on.
know.
How long have you had a crush on Helena Bonham Carter?
Shh.
Okay, I got it. Pull it up.
About damn time, Jimmy. It's about to get real weird.
That looks like a monk right now. Well, a nun. I mean, a nun. The meddling nun.
What kind of church are you going to?
Yeah, that does not. No. What the fuck did you?
The Church of
not
Our
even-
Savior, Church of Our Lord and Savior, Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
It's not even a good
No, I
picture
mean, like,
of
she's
her as
kind of-
Bellatrix.
No, I mean, this is kind of like a rough outline you're gonna get of a nun suit, a nun, whatever.
No,
It's a rough one. So like this could
it's a
work.
wrong one.
But if she's an evil meddling one, this is kind of what you're gonna get. I'm just saying. I think that could be
Here
good.
we confirm that Jimmy is out of his mind.
You know what? Leave it in the comments.
That's right. The one viewer that we have. Leave
No,
it
I'm
in the
not
comments
worried.
below. No, don't worry. Okay. It's time for a meme. It's time for a meme before we bring up the dreaded information that I have. Let's go ahead and bring up
Is
the
it
new
video?
Doctor Who sequence.
Oh yeah, Jimmy found the new Doctor Who sequence. I'm surprised.
Yep.
I love how it is blatantly following the same trajectory as the
And instead of like the face of a doctor, it's just like a marijuana leaf coming closer. Yeah, it's
just a syringe.
Yeah, exactly. I think this works. Pharmacy out. What did that say? It's pharmacy. Whatever. So there's that. Yeah.
It's great. It's great, Jimmy. This was one meme that you found that was top notch.
Yeah, like literally the health plus sign is following the same trajectory as the R2D era opening. Like it's not even trying to be different. It
the
is
person who made this had an easy payday. Let's just be honest. Okay, what's next?
God.
What's next? Stephen Moffat.
Stephen Moffat, I thought we were going to go ahead and discuss something serious.
Oh yeah, let's discuss that. And then we'll wrap it up with Stephen Moffat because let's end on something good.
Yep. Okay, so Star Whovian has gone ahead and said Chris Chibnall, talking about his time on Doctor Who at a fan panel yesterday, only ever wanted a female doctor.
We knew that.
Joe
That's
Martin was cast to go further with the diversity of the casting of the Doctor. People who think the Doctor should remain as a man are wrong.
Which, yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So the problem I had though, before we go anywhere, Star Whovian, we know he's kind of a black pill, but
he doesn't care.
The same report was given to us. Oh yeah, he doesn't care. The same report was given to Theories. He talked about it on his most recent live stream. And yes, so the only problem I have is to go further with diversity of the casting, which hurts me a little bit because I'm like, so you hired Joe Martin based off of diversity, not because she's great, not because she was right for the role, but just because you wanted diversity. That hurts. That hurts the show and all. I think that hurts the show. I need people to talk because it can't just be me talking.
I'm just trying to think of something.
Listen, I'm going to be honest. I don't like the Timeless Child storyline at all. But there is this small segment in that episode, The Fugitive of the Jadoon, where you realize when Joe Martin is revealed to be the Doctor, holy crap, she should have been the Doctor all along because she actually is able to fill that part in a way that I guess Jodie wasn't written for. She has the swagger. She has the control. It's great.
So the same guy who reported this, that's not this guy. I wish I knew the guy so I could look it up. Said that when Jodie found out Chris took over the role as showrunner, she called him instantly and asked to be a baddie. She didn't want to be the Doctor. She wanted to be a villain, which I think, if you think about it, it kind of would suit her acting a little bit better. And if you hired Joe Martin, she would have been. I feel like she just has that authority. When she's on screen, you just go, "Yeah, that's the Doctor right there."
I might get in trouble for this. Listen, Jodie Whittaker, I'm sure everything that I've seen, her interviews, she's a lovely person. Somehow, she just specializes in playing a bitch. In Broadchurch, that's what she plays. Like her son dies, and she's you don't want to feel bad for her though, because she's just so bad. She treats everyone around her horribly. It hurts to watch her.
Especially in the finale of the season 1 when you find out who the killer is.
Yeah,
and she's just a huge bitch to Olivia Colman's character. It's like, how did you not know? It's like, that's the thing. No one knew. It was the person you least suspected. How would she think that? Oh yeah, my husband was the killer. Like,
yeah.
Like I understand
also,
where she. Yeah,
she you know, she could have been the War Master because she almost convinced her husband to kill himself. Like, if we're being honest, Or she could have been the Sixth Doctor incarnate.
Shut up.
I mean, come on. But I felt the only time I felt Jodie Whittaker was great as the Doctor was in Flux. I didn't feel it any time before that. I feel like there's good episodes before it. A couple of good episodes. But Flux for me was the time I really went, she's the Doctor.
The entirety of our review of Flux is out there. You know, if you've seen it, how Chris and I felt rather indifferent through most of it. It's just not. It's not good, but it's not the worst thing I've ever seen. Because the worst thing we ever saw was the season before that.
That's true. That's true. But like, no, like you guys liked the first episode. I remember talking about it with you guys.
Yeah.
You guys liked
First episode was good.
Yeah.
Second episode was good.
Like in that first episode, though, you get what I'm saying, though. When she was on screen as the Doctor, you go, "Oh wow, she feels like the Doctor."
No, I don't think
No?
we don't
Alright.
think we felt that because I just
To a
never felt that
degree.
from her. The most that I felt that she was closest to becoming the Doctor was actually in Redacted, which was on BBC Sounds, which will not be getting a second season. I'm convinced at this point.
I wish I had a clap soundboard.
Why? You didn't listen to it.
We don't need it.
You don't need anything.
I mean, okay.
So Redacted, I thought it was quite good. I did a full review of the entire series because I was the only one willing to listen to it. But no, I think it was quite good. I think in that role, she did play the Doctor decently. There's just there was something missing towards the end there with how she was kind of blamed. But that's another.
Yeah, the ending sucked. I'll give you guys that. But for the most, like all the way up until the ending, I liked it. But even when Joe Martin was in Flux, she felt more of a powerhouse Doctor, more of a a presence of the Doctor than Jodie Whittaker did. That just shows you, even when Jodie Whittaker is doing her best, when Chris Chibnall gives her the scripts, Joe Martin comes in and just goes, "I'm still better." She's great. But I think to say that casting her out of Diversity is such an insult to her as an actress and the Fugitive Doctor as a character.
So I think basically what if Chris Chibnall is marked down to have said anything, he probably said that when looking for roles to play the pre-Hartnell Doctor, which is disgusting. That's a disgusting statement that I have to say because of you.
Yep.
You degenerate of a man. I think Joe Martin was the best of the diverse roles that he looked at, the diverse actors that he looked through. Joe Martin shined. And I think that's just because she's great. And we're all looking forward to her as the Fugitive Doctor in Big Finish, right? Because they actually know what they're doing.
100%. Now, I think the Fugitive Doctor, personally, would be perfect for Nick Briggs to write. I think that's something outlandish and crazy enough that he could write. What? Why are you laughing? What did I say?
Just the levels you go to, Jimmy. Just the levels you go to.
No, I just think because like her name is the Fugitive Doctor. Why is she the fugitive? Because she did something crazy enough to make her become a fugitive. That would be perfect for her.
It's because the fans called her that, and they said that's good enough. They had no other name for her because she doesn't have a number, and they don't know what to do when they don't have a number, Jimmy. They don't know what to do.
Either way, Fugitive Doctor.
Yes. Yeah. So, goodbye, Star Whovian. I
It
don't
was
think.
weird. This past week, I rewatched the Dark Knight trilogy, and during the Dark Knight, the second movie, I saw Joe Martin. I was like, "Oh, there's the Doctor."
I watched her on a show in which I wish I could remember the name of it. something to do with life because this woman got out of prison.
Life on Mars.
And no.
Life, Nat Geo.
Nope. This woman got out of prison because she murdered a girl accidentally. And she was trying to get her life together, and Joe Martin played her therapist, basically.
Ooh, Ted Lasso.
No.
Okay.
It's British.
So,
It's British.
you wanna head over to Steve Moffat?
Do we not want to go ahead and talk about Shudigatwa?
Oh, go for it.
Okay. So, recently from Pink News, which
Oh yeah.
they went ahead and said that they made a thread talking about Shudigatwa. He's made him a name for himself in an iconic LGBTQ plus role. But following comments that he's become Doctor Who's first gay doctor, it's important to remember that he's never actually publicly discussed his sexuality. He's never said himself what he is. He went ahead and speaking on Variety's podcast after his casting was announced, actor Neil Patrick Harris praised Gatwa, saying it's super cool that the actor will be the first gay doctor, but Gatwa has not mentioned his portrayal will explore the doctor's sexuality in any way. But
And
made it clear.
I don't see why it needs to.
No.
Doctor sexuality has never been an important part of their character.
Not at all.
I agree.
The
But
doctor is the doctor.
I agree. But I think the most important part of this piece was near the end. And whether Shudigatwa's doctor will be gay on screen remains to be seen. But until the actor himself discusses his sexuality, he can't be called the first gay doctor. I 100% agree with that. We should not force someone to come out of the closet if they're not ready for it.
I haven't thought about it, honestly. I think maybe there are people that are obsessed with thinking about that. That's them. But for me, I'm just excited to have him in the role just because of his energy. I think that his energy is perfect for the role. I think he's going to go ahead and do a great job with it.
I just read that and I was like, that's a good point. We shouldn't force someone to come out of the closet if they're not ready, or even if they're not. Like, I mean, I just felt like you should respect that a little bit.
Which I don't think we have, in all honesty.
Yeah,
I don't think we have. I think maybe somewhere elsewhere they have, because he has played mostly gay characters, but there are people that play there are actors that play gay characters and they're perfectly straight. Not perfectly, you know what I mean? They are
whoa, Pixel.
Yeah. Don't look at me like that. You know what I mean?
Didn't know we had a Tory in our chat.
They are straight. That's what they are. But they are able to play a gay character and go ahead and connect with that just fine.
Yeah. And then also the other way around. I mean, previously mentioned, Neil Patrick Harris, one of his most iconic characters is a straight character, Barney. Yeah. And Neil Patrick Harris is gay.
No way.
You didn't know that, Jimmy? I'm glad I'm a fountain of information for you.
Yeah. Ozzies. But
all right.
Yeah, Pixel, take it away.
Yes. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up the post that you went ahead and showed from RTD on Instagram. BAFTA. With limited time in our broadcast, it isn't possible to honor all those who have sadly passed away. Bernard Cribbins features in their online records. Well, that's kind of crappy. Wait a minute.
And
I just realized what this is saying.
Work in TV, he will be considered for inclusion in the next television awards broadcast.
Okay.
It should not be a consideration. It should be in it. He should be honored.
Yeah.
Now read what RTD said at the bottom.
It's fair enough to remember Bernard Cribbins at the TV BAFTA, not the film. to say he's being considered is the work of an idiot. Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. The guy is tremendous. One of the most beloved characters in all of Doctor Who, if we can agree on that, right? Everyone loves Wilf. Everyone loves Wilf.
Who doesn't love Wilf? I will fight them.
If you don't like Wilf, that's a red flag. Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, to be saying considered, I do believe is just is insulting. I mean, for God's sakes, in 2010, somewhere around there, the original Michael Keaton Alfred was mentioned. When was the last time you saw Alfred in a movie besides that?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, let's go ahead, and I have another thing to talk about Chris Chibnall. I have no confirmation of this. It's the tweet you sent. Chris Chibnall said that apparently if he had stayed an extra year, then the next series would have been 13, traveling with a different classic Who companion each episode. And that's why he put him on the Power of the Doctor, because he wanted to have them in the show anyway. But he couldn't do his original plan.
I'm okay with that not happening. But at the same time,
so he still wanted to get rid of Yaz. That's what I'm seeing here.
Yeah, amen, baby. Amen. Get rid of that needy bitch. I'm sorry. Not really, but you know.
Yeah, no, Yaz sucks. I'm sorry. Sorry about not being able to call in today, boys. Got a bad case of gastro. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah.
Hey, no biggie. And I just learned what gastro meant today. So, yeah.
Okay.
Apparently it means stomach flu or a bug.
Yes.
I thought it was something completely different.
You learned today, Jimmy.
No, I thought it was a gastro bypass surgery.
Ed Brewer says that, or sorry, no, that Chibnall wanted just another season.
Probably right.
Yeah. Listen, he still just wanted to get rid of Yaz. That's the part I take away. No, I bet it's not fun 50%. As long as you don't take Chris away from us. Because if you take Chris away from us, then we wish all the gastro on you.
Yeah. He is the best of us. So.
He's the best of us. If you take him away, you'll just have...
Get me out of here! Get me out of here!
No, it's cool, Connor. It's cool.
Do you think this would be a... No. I was going to ask, do you think this would be a fun season to watch? No, I don't think it would.
Depending on what companions you get.
No.
Can you imagine if we got the first, the old guy from William Hartnell's?
Ian?
Yeah, if we got Ian back.
See, the problem would be having to film that because of William Russell. Yes, what was it? He had dementia, or I know he had something that made like
that would have been amazing. That would have been hilarious in the most awful way.
Jimmy, you're going to get us canceled for talking about trying to
no, it's cool.
elderly abuse someone.
My grandma's got dementia. I'm okay.
Jimmy be like, dementia, kind of poggers.
No,
like think about it. Like an entirely improvised episode of Doctor Who. That's amazing.
I don't think so. Though, wasn't that just filming an episode with wasn't that just filming an episode with William Hartnell?
I was watching a Josh Snares video the other day, and they had like a rule called the one take rule, where they only film stuff for one take, and that's why in certain episodes, like you'll see him just ramble on. That means he'll do a Joe Biden gaffe randomly, and then just and they'll just keep going as if he didn't say it. It's so funny.
Yeah, I mean,
Whovian Inc., which I've never seen before, has gone ahead and said, I have dementia. I didn't remember asking.
That's
Nice to meet you, Whovian Inc.
Nice to meet you. You're welcome in with that kind of comedy. Man, are you married?
I mean, like,
Could be.
I was gonna say, like, that was just William Hartnell. He was just known for like messing up lines, and they'd keep it, and they just play it off as just like, oh, the character is just old, so he's just accidentally confusing his words.
But he's nerfed.
Yep. Is that it, or do we got? What are we at?
2 more things.
Moffat.
Or 3 more.
3
Nope.
more. Jesus.
Yeah, sorry. Apparently, in the picture, people are saying that he is crying and running through he is running through a graveyard, but he's crying as well.
Yeah, that I did see the crying when it first showed up, but I thought it could have been the glare, so I didn't say anything about it. But seeing now in context, crying and running through a graveyard, God damn it! Are they going to show Wilf dead now?
I guess that could be a tear right there.
Are we gonna see Wilf in a graveyard?
See, if it's RTD, I know it would at least be respectful because they did the same thing with Farewell Sarah Jane, with the passing of Elizabeth Slade, and during Doctor Who lockdown they did Farewell Sarah Jane, like saying to let the character go because the actress passed away. So RTD doing it would be respectful. Doing it with Shudi's Doctor would be strange because Wilfred is so tied to Tennant's Doctor.
Yeah.
So it being Shudi's Doctor would be a bit weird.
Unless
I don't think
What theory
unless
is this?
unless we see Rose, Yasmin Finney, she's a recurring character, and she brings it up.
maybe, yeah.
What is this theory? Ruby definitely got weeping angeled the more I see these scenes. What is that thought? She got weeping angeled. Is that her coat?
With extensions? Like,
Yeah, it's not her coat.
that would be funny if it was, though. That'd be hilarious.
I stole your coat.
And Jimmy, it's funny that you bring up Wilf because I was watching 50%'s recent video, and Connor brought up that it could be the Doctor visiting Wilf. Yeah, Connor brings up that it could be the Doctor visiting Wilfred's grave. So it's funny that you also mentioned it.
See, this is why Connor and I are like good mates, because like we just think alike. You know, Connor, like your gastro thing's acting up. We could use you here, bro.
Ed Brewer, he should have waved his arms like an inflatable man running, icing on the cake. And Hoobie said, "Can I just say yes? We have said this as well.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't said it. The otother two have said it. That
It's my
they
favorite
prefer
exterior.
Tony's exterior.
It's my favorite. My second favorite is Matt Smith's. The nice, clean, sleek blue one. I do like that. But Jody's is it's really nice.
Ed Brewer, no, no, it's not.
Like, is this like Raw we're talking about? Are we talking about Eddie Murphy Raw? Because then, yeah, hell yeah. I'll take Eddie Murphy Raw on Doctor Who any day.
That was an insane theory that I saw at the end there.
What was it?
So I deleted the page, but I believe that it said that the Dr. Donna, because, you know, Donna, she went ahead. Yeah, no. We've all been through that storyline. Regenerated and became... I believe it said it became Ruby.
Ruby?
What is that theory?
Oh, Ruby Sunday.
Yeah, Ruby Sunday. What? That's a batshit crazy theory.
But that's a cool ass theory, though. Like, if you're being honest, that's kind of dope. Like, I'll take that. Oh my god, that's
Chris, did you hear anything we said?
No.
Oh,
so something, I believe, if I saw correctly, that the tweet at the bottom of that page that we were looking at said that it was theorizing. What if RTD has it so that Donna, as the Dr. Donna, regenerates and becomes Ruby Sunday to become the companion for Shurigawa's doctor.
Now,
Why?
if Stephen
Why?
Moffat, if Stephen Moffat was the showrunner, I'd say that's right up his alley. But it's
Yeah,
not RTD,
that sounds like something Stephen Moffat would do.
right? But
Yeah.
it's RTD, so
Probably
no,
not.
no. The Dr. Donna just dies. That's what we're gonna get.
I think Hoovian Inc. and I will get along just fine.
Oh no.
I love it when Moffat has it as a sleek metal, like with the Gallifreyan designs, all when it's nice and clean. That's perfection. That's how the TARDIS is supposed to be.
Hoovian, what does MM mean?
Because he
Like,
says chef kiss.
Oh,
Chef kiss right after. Yes, as in it's really good. All right, 2 more things. One more is with Matt Smith saying that he'd love to come back as not the Doctor, but
I've always thought if I came back, I'd like to come back as the Master.
oh.
Oh my
there we go.
Yeah. Not that it would ever work, but because John Sim is the Master, and you know
This
there
is
are so
old.
many Masters, but
No. Hold up.
like, why is number 11 being all mean to everyone?
Is this old? Because I think it was kind of. I thought it was recent. Scroll down.
It can't be recent.
He did
Like
do
it could have
a
been
lot of-
posted recent. It's posted recent, but
I know,
this
I know,
video
I
is
know.
old.
I get that. Scroll down. What does anyone say when this was posted? I mean, when this was filmed.
Nope.
Because I
Let me
thought that was San Francisco Comic-Con. Wasn't that recent? Here, I'll
They
do it.
have a San Francisco Comic-Con at least every other year. You evil son of a bitch. I'd like to be Milo and Morbius and Doctor Who. Matt
Have
Smith,
sex.
probably.
Have sex.
Yeah, please never come back. Never. That is
No, come back. That's
tremendous. That's tremendous. We need more people like you. San Francisco. Oh, that's San Diego Comic-Con. Well, I said San Francisco.
Okay. No. I think it could work. I think if there was somebody willing, which honestly I would have bet David would have been willing before Matt Smith to come back as a villain rather than the Doctor.
Well, no, the reason I thought it was newer was because John Sim and Rusty Davies have been teasing each other, like kind of like the return of John Sim's master, teasing it on Instagram. That's why I was thinking he accidentally made a small slip up, thinking I thought he did a little Freudian slip.
No, Jimmy.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna call it now. Okay,
Here we go.
master.
Here we go.
Johnson's master is gonna return, and
Okay.
hear me out. You're gonna look bad, okay? We're gonna look back on this and go, you know what, Jimmy? You're right again. Okay.
Honestly, I'm surprised Big Finish hasn't tried to go ahead and fill in the time between John Sim as the Master, 1, escaping Gallifrey with Timothy Dalton, and 2, appearing in what was the episode name, Chris?
Dr. Falls.
Yeah, twice.
World
not
enough-
twice, but time.
World enough in time?
The
Yeah.
World Enough in Time first. And then the Doctor Falls. Zach, why? Why do you speak sometimes?
Okay, I know people don't like it, but I liked Morbius. I didn't think it was the best movie ever.
Of course you would.
I had fun with it. I had fun. I'm not saying it's good. I'm just saying I had fun. That's it.
I think it has something to do with Spider-Man.
I want pictures of Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. I scream at Spider-Man enough during the week. There are people that know what I mean. Hoovy Nink says, I know I keep jumping topics, but Peter Capaldi deciding not to come back is respectable, but they're going to make the 12th Doctor Big Finish, whether they have him or not, so he should just join. I agree.
It's scheduling conflicts because he's filming 2 more seasons. Yeah, he's filming right now 2 more seasons of the Devil's Hour for Amazon Prime.
Listen, I love Big Finish, but I'm pretty sure that they go out of their way to work with the people that they have as playing the Doctor. I'm pretty sure they go out of their way to make sure that they are met with the proper time that they need. So if Peter Capaldi said, "You know what? I have 3 weeks coming up. Would you like me to come? Would you like me to come tape something?" They would work so hard to make sure that those 3 weeks happen.
But he's also old. So it's like, do you really think he wants to spend a lot of his time working right now?
Yes, he is working. Devil's Hour is working.
No, I'm saying, do you think he wants to spend like 100% of his time just working, staying away from his wife, kids, and grandkids right now?
Maybe. I think he could make it work if he wanted to. Zach,
I agree, Zach.
Morbius was mid.
It was a fun mid.
Hoovy and Ink says, out of all the movies I've ever watched, by far, Morbius was one of them. I love how you said the same thing, Hoovy and Ink, but it's the same. Let's get grim. Oh, in what order do you think the Doctor Who actors will die? I don't want to.
Why? I don't want to talk about that.
I don't want to talk about that at all.
All right.
None of them. I'm going to force them to live forever.
I'm going to start with William Hartnell.
He's already dead.
And then John Pertwee.
We know who's next, and we don't want to say that name. We don't want to think about it. He's already gone, Jimmy.
Yeah,
but we don't want to think about it, so we're not going to. I don't want to get that grim.
Are you talking about David Bradley?
No.
Okay, who's next?
Think about it.
Okay, Christopher Eccleston looks old, but he's not that old.
He doesn't want to say it. He doesn't want to think it. Nobody wants to think about it. So, Hoovy and Ink, I'm sorry, we cannot answer your question at this time. Let's go ahead and finish our final news article because 52 minutes in, and we haven't talked about our episode at all. Radio Times article from the start of this month, according to Jimmy Productions. Where did he say that? Oh, because Jimmy was talking about it. Didn't he say like a week ago that he wouldn't do it? Talking about writing for New Who again. Moffat famously served as showrunner between 2010 and 2017, having previously been a writer on the show during Davies's original tenure, but he has revealed that he has no plans to follow his predecessor in returning to the show anytime soon, even to write an episode. It would be a career madness, even by my standard, to go back into a junior capacity on a show I used to run, he said. I would have to be insane to do that. Oh, crap.
Well, can we be honest right here? Your career
He's going to do it.
Yeah. Your career right now is not really in the best spot because of how you left off with Sherlock. And Inside Man was not loved by critics, although I personally really enjoyed it.
Come, Jimmy.
It was good. I liked it, but it was not loved by critics. Let's be honest. And if we're being even more honest, this sounds like a person saying, I'm not doing it. He's definitely going to do it because of how hard he's trying to say he's not going to do it.
Says the man that wrote The Wedding of River Song. He I don't know.
He also posted on
I love you.
He posted on Twitter or Instagram recently that he watched the Wedding of River the Husbands of River Song. And he said he loved it so much and he loved the characters and where they went he was just talking about rewatching Doctor Who, and I'm like, this sounds like a guy getting ready.
I love how we all agree. Even Eddie here. I don't know who you are, Eddie, but Moffat actually is insane. Everybody who watched The Wedding of River Song knows that. Yes.
Watch Eddie be Whovian Inc. That'd be hilarious.
Listen. I love RTD, and actually, I love The Wedding of River Song. I love it because it is batshit crazy, but it's batshit crazy. The world's collapsing in each other in time. Winston Churchill with pterodactyls flying through the skies of London. That's a batshit crazy.
Charles Dickens. Like Charles Dickens as well.
Yeah.
Really? I forgot that. It's
Yeah,
been
he's
that
in it.
long.
Yeah, he's only for a
It's
small brief. He was being interviewed on the TV. Yeah, it's just what like let's think about it. The season finale of season 1. I mean, of his first season, season 5. The end of the universe. Okay. Now I got to go bigger than that. What's next than that? What's bigger than that?
The end
All
of
of time,
Yeah.
space, and everything
once.
collide at once.
Yep. I
Okay.
love Moffat. Oh my gosh, the man is great. Oh,
Man, I think he understands. If he became more of a character writer, I feel like he'd do 10 times better because that's
he did
exactly
excellent character work. You
No,
just don't
you're
appreciate it.
You're not gonna let me finish. What I'm saying is he should just be a character writer because when he did do character writing, we got Heaven Sent.
And Hellbent.
We're not going that far. It was a
That's
good,
character.
It was a
That's
good-
character.
it was a good moment. Don't ruin it. Okay.
And it actually leads into the conversation of where we're going to go in just a few minutes. But I'm going to go ahead and remove this.
I will say, last thing about the article, I can see what he's saying by it would be career madness to go back in a junior capacity. Because, let's see, he started off working under RTD. Then he got the top job. Why would anyone want to go back to a lower position?
Because he's best friends with RTD.
He's good.
even if you ignore that they're friends, go from like a purely employment look at it.
Okay, yeah, but think about it on the other hand. He's saying this, but at the same time, he offered that specific lower job to RTD once he was showrunner.
You think?
Hold on. He goes, I would never do this because it just looks bad that I go back to a junior capacity. Yet, go flashback like a couple years prior, he asked RTD to do that exact same scenario. I think he's talking out of his butt, trying to get us to go, yeah, you're right, and just not think two things of it. He's 100%. He's 100% coming back to writing. Also, because RTD is showing him scripts. Yeah, he's good friends, but RTD won't just show him every single script unless he's going to be writing the one right after it. He's got to stay in the loop for the upcoming stuff so he knows what he's going to write, where the characters are in their story, stuff like that.
So the thing is, I think that yes, ignore. Let's say you want to go ahead and ignore that. Yeah, they're friends. They're friends. So they've got something. They got something going on there. Let's ignore that. I think that Moffat, especially saying that, I think that there's a good chance that he could write again because Neil Gaiman is a showrunner now. He's a showrunner now, but do we believe that he could write for Doctor Who again?
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
Sorry,
He's a showrunner. Why would
I
he
think-
do that? Why would he go ahead and put himself to that level? Because it's not just purely about the standing. They have their standing. They can be showrunners. They can run multiple shows if they so choose. If they have the right pitch and the right studio and all that. But them writing Doctor Who is out of their love of Doctor Who. It's not about their career. I don't think, anyway. Like, I don't think they see it as a stepladder. Doctor Who was not their stepladder. It was their love.
Oh, exactly. And Whovian Inc. had a stroke. So
Christopher Eccleston, Dad
Vitent,
Matt
Matt Smith. Okay, they're speaking Gaelic right now.
You know, they do have Alzheimer's, but who asked? Or no, they had dementia. Sorry.
Isn't that the same thing?
I don't know. I forgot.
Okay. I have a picture that I can go ahead and show. Gaelic.
Stop it. Stop.
Gaelic. His favorite. All right. So it's time for our topic. I'm going to go ahead and show a picture for a moment to go ahead and discuss this. I'm very excited. We went ahead, our episode that we're going to go ahead and review because it's time for New Who. It's the pilot. The exciting reveal of Bill Potts as the companion with Nardole as a charming side character. You have that running in the background?
Yeah, it's really
He
bright
did.
right now. To be fair, this is Smile, so they're in an all-white building. It's bright.
Oh, it's Smile. It's
I
not-
had Pilot on for the first hour, but we took too long.
Sorry. Yes, to go ahead and discuss the pilot, and I'm not going to keep sharing the screen. I'm going to remove that. The pilot, who wants to go ahead and discuss it first?
All right, Chris.
Don't do this, you bastard. All right. I forgot because it's been a while since I've watched series 10. I kind of forgot how much I really enjoyed this episode. Aside from the monster of the week, which it isn't really a kind of a villain because of what it is, but as it being an antagonist, it felt kind of weak, but I still liked it anyway. Bill's introduction, I think, is great, and I love how they do the whole entire just like companion first trip just in the first episode. It's not just like here's the introduction to the companion and then the next episode is going to be their first trip. She essentially does like going into space, going into the future or the past, whatever, all in one episode, all in her introduction. That's what I really liked about this episode.
Oh no! Oh, no. Ed Brewer, no.
Yes, he's right.
No.
The American Marshall. Englentine. I know you don't watch this, but yes. I'm sorry, but yes. Again, you're having a stroke, Unique, but I have to go ahead and say I love the pilot as well. I forgot how much I love the pilot because of how long it's been. But this episode is fantastic. Peter Capaldi is in his top form because after moving on from Clara, he's had his adventure with Dr. Mysterio and River Song. He is now in his full form. He is kind of loose with his performance. He's not as he doesn't need a carer anymore because he has the capacity to care. He's gone ahead and gotten rid of a certain part of weight in his life that took away from him being the Doctor. And now...
So you agree, Clara is the worst and we need to get rid of her.
Clara has her own arc in which she is to like the Doctor. But that's another conversation. But the Doctor is able to be that fun, crazy grandpa again, which we needed. And this is really great. I think Bill is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot just how much I loved Bill. I mean, I know throughout the past few weeks I've said Bill's great, we love her, you know, all that. She really is great, and I love her so much that I forgot just how wonderful she was, how much of a breath of fresh air, because she's so classic but new in a way that fits just perfectly.
Did she get married yet? Because I know we talked about her getting engaged.
I don't know.
The actress, maybe.
No, because Jimmy agrees with that too, and then Jimmy is also Jimmy, so he has that added onto his layer.
Whoa.
Read between the lines.
I do not think Clara's cool. Not
Exactly. Because you agree with Chris, but then you're also yourself. So Chris is still the best of us,
No, what does that
even with
mean?
that opinion.
Means
you're Jimmy.
But you're you. But you're you. So we just don't talk about you at all, really. Thanks, Pixel.
I actually do enjoy the creature of this week. I know this creature is really nothing in the end because it bases itself upon its pilot. It was a ship looking for its pilot to go ahead and take itself across the universe because the pilot wanted to leave, but the pilot promised not to leave Bill behind. So Star-Eyed Girl, which I had this plan if I had
like Brown-Eyed Girl, but David Bowie.
Exactly. I was going to go ahead and write a little Brown-Eyed Girl shitty parody and go ahead and play it, but I did not have the time.
Thank God. That's never been up there with Grace.
Nothing can match Grace, and you know it, Jimmy.
You're right. So bad.
Heather, water lady. Heather is her name. Yes, Star-Eyed Girl. I think that when it's first revealed that she disappears into the puddle and you can see her horrifying face, it's brilliant. I love when the Dalek is actually her and the water's leaking through it and the doctor's like, I know my Daleks. That's not one. I think there's so many excellent elements to it that I'm able to forgive that the monster isn't actually a monster. You know? And
Hoovian said something great.
Grace's primary function is being freaking dead.
Amen, baby. Amen.
Do you know what Grace is?
Does he need to? He said it correctly.
He does. I feel like everybody should know what Grace was.
No.
I have the slideshow I saved it for this specific reason. But overall, I love this episode. I really do. And Jimmy, it's your turn to talk about it.
Oh, I fucking love it. Specifically because it was like Stephen Moffat wasn't even supposed to write this season of Doctor Who. He said he wanted to leave the end of the previous season, and they couldn't find a showrunner, and so he said, "Screw it, I'll do it for one more, but you're not getting anything out of me." And then he came out with this, so fucking good, brilliant. It's like, okay, well, we kind of played around with professor doctors here and there, but like, let's put them in an actual professor role. I wish they dove into that way more for this season because it was tremendous. Anytime he was the professor doctor, I was just, hell yeah, give it to me. Give it to me right now.
I don't understand it, but yes.
But yeah, I thought it worked great. Peter Capaldi being brilliant as a professor as well as the doctor worked fluently. Now, the only thing I wish they would have done was brought the temperament of the last two seasons and put it in this. Because I did like the season one, his first season, season 8, that sort of dark, gritty doctor. And if they would have kept that along the way, and put that into the professor role, we could have got a lot more comedy. Him giving out Fs all the time because it would have been hilarious. And like just being more dark. Think about like the pilot, a dark version of Peter Capaldi with the pilot. When he says, I know Daleks and you aren't one. What would he have actually done in that case? Think about it. He would have went off going, you think you could really scare me with this?
No. I disagree. I think that the part of Series 10 that makes it so great is that Peter Capaldi is no longer grumpy. He's fully himself playing the guitar in The Witch's Familiar.
That was stupid.
It's great. Him riding it on a tank. It's absurd, but that's what makes it great.
I bet you're also a fan of Maisie Williams, her character.
No.
Really? I thought it would have been just bad enough for you to like it.
You don't understand me, Jimmy. You don't understand me at all. I think that having Capaldi in this role where he is just... Bill says, you were supposed to give a lecture on quantum physics and you spent the evening talking about poetry. And he says, it's pretty much the same thing. That's exactly the vibe that I needed from him.
He could have done that in his other version as well.
No, he would not have. No, he would not have, because he was far too stern. And I love him as the stern 8th Doctor. Sorry, not 8th. In the 8th season of New Who. But I still would not see that in Series 10. Because he grows. See, even with losing Clara, he grows. And that's the whole point.
You know what would have been great? Is if once Clara died, he reverted back to being dark again. Because he lost the one thing keeping him
Do you
moral.
remember it? That's what he did. That's exactly what it is. That's what Hellbent is. And thus Clara removes herself from the Doctor's life so that way he is free of the burden. And that is the story of the Doctor and Clara.
But if that's the case, he would have removed all the things Clara did for her as well.
I mean,
yeah,
elements of it, yeah.
So he would have reverted back a little bit. He would have digressed.
But he digressed with her. But it was also a journey of growth, becoming the Doctor again from losing their toxic relationship. Their relationship absolutely is toxic. They cannot be together because they are too similar, and that is their tragedy. And no, Whovian Inc., I've said this before, but I've actually gotten to ask a question to Peter Capaldi before, and I asked him about his outfit.
You wasted a question on his outfit?
Because I wanted to know, because I had heard that he wanted something brighter. He wanted a brighter outfit, like closer to the 6th Doctor. Whereas the 6th Doctor wanted the opposite. He wanted dark, all black, serious. And he basically answered saying, I didn't get to really pick. Because they make those outfits and they change them for action figures, dolls, stuff like that. And he said that his favorite, though, is the one with the t-shirt. Because that means anyone can cosplay as the Doctor if they so choose. His Doctor, they can wear a t-shirt, some jeans, all that, have an electric guitar.
Yeah,
anything.
That's cool and all, but hear me out. That's stupid.
Well, that's
the Doctor
why
should have a crazy suit. Well,
he does. He does.
His first season, best costume.
I don't disagree, but he's saying why he liked the outfit that he wore in the 9th season at the beginning, riding the tank.
I get that, but I still disagree. I just don't think he should wear that.
Well,
I don't like it.
But he's better than us.
He doesn't feel like the Doctor. When he wears those clothes, it's just there's something off about it. But when he wears that suit and tie, the reason they do that is because it gives him a sense of authority. That's why.
When does the Doctor wear a tie?
David Tennant.
Yeah, I mean Capaldi.
I'm just saying a suit and tie, like as just a costume, not just a throw on a shirt and tie. I mean, throw on a shirt and pants. No, if you give him a full like actual costume, like even if it was Matt Smith's professor sort of paleontologist vibe, then he still has that sense of authority of knowledge. You give it to David Tennant. He's got a suit and tie. He's got that sense of, I know what I'm doing all the time. Same thing with Peter Capaldi in his first suit.
Yeah, you're right, Whovian Inc. He does wear a tie in that one. I was thinking Thin Ice is the one where he actually wears a full-on suit like classical sense. But yeah, no, you're right. He does wear a tie in Mummy and on Orient Express. Okay.
No, but like then if it's just a guy wearing those regular clothes, it's not a sense of authority. If you have Captain America wear just a suit, wear just a jeans and a shirt, you think he's gonna have as much authority as if he's wearing his full-on outfit? No.
I think if it's him, I mean, yeah, if it's Captain America, he's able to go ahead and use his presence, whether he's in the suit or not.
Superman, when he's Clark Kent,
Still.
when he's Clark Kent, just in a normal
But that's all in his
clothes.
posture. Superman is all about how he is. So if he takes off his glasses,
it is
and
posture.
he's standing
I agree.
tall.
I agree. Hold on.
Yeah.
I agree. Look at the posture from when he first revealed, Peter Capaldi first revealed his suit in season 8, to when he's now in he's hunched. He doesn't have authority with his posture. When he was wearing that suit, he stood up straight and everything. He was a hero.
No. He becomes more of a hero, I think, later on, because he doesn't. The whole thing is that Series 8, he finds it hard. He feels more alien than ever. Even with 11, he was still so human in his emotional core. But
Yeah, he wanted
Capaldi
to bang
was
Clara.
empty. Capaldi was kind of hollow, like with this new older face, this new set of regenerations. He was closest actually to Hartnell in a way. Very alien, very old-timey. And it takes growth for him to break that.
I thought he was more of a Pertwee kind of guy.
No, that's just the outfit. The outfit is making you think that, but it's not.
No, I thought like season 8, the way he talked, the way he carried himself, it felt more like Pertwee.
No. It's closer to 1. And it makes sense if you think about it, because he is, in this new set of regenerations, the first Doctor that we've seen. So
yeah, I agree.
Kind of reverting back and then breaking that again, and then it's a whole new world. Whovian Inc. is saying that it's a massive win that Jodie's outfit during Spyfall is the tux.
Yeah. I thought it was okay.
It's all right.
I thought Spyfall 1, Part 1 was actually really good. I thought Spyfall Part 2 let us down a lot. Again.
The Master being in it sucks. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
You're never going to convince me otherwise.
I thought it was fine. I liked it.
It's not fine.
Also, it introduces to Sasha Dewan. I think that's great.
I like Sasha Dewan, but I don't like that the Master returned that soon after their whole arc at the end of season 10.
You mean 2 seasons later?
Yes. 13 episodes later. No, 12 episodes? No, 13.
14. Because you have the Christmas special, and then the Christmas special at the end of crap, what's it called?
Okay, 14. Still, 14 episodes was far too soon. It's still far too soon. We had, think about it. The end of his name is leaving my mind.
Capaldi.
No. Master.
Sims?
John Sims. Yes. John Sims. He was the Master at the end of David Tennant's run. And then we had basically 3 seasons of the 11th Doctor. And then the Master came back as Missy. We had a huge break. Moffat, I will always hold him to that for going ahead and giving us 11 without the Master. Like, while I wanted to see 11 against the Master, I'll always give him that kudos, because having that break made it so great when Missy came in.
I agree with it halfway.
All right. Hoovian Inc. says, this sounds like a self-promo, but I'm writing an alt timeline series where the Master's arc is addressed. Well, thanks for letting us know.
That's cool. Let us know how it goes.
Very true. Should we go ahead and give rankings?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Chris, you were first.
Let's see. Yeah, I really love this episode. It's great. I wouldn't say it's a perfect 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
I'd say it's closer to a 9.
Closer to a 9.
8,
Really?
8 or 9. 8 or 9.
Is it 8.5?
Let's go 8.5. I'd say 8.5 out of 10.
Okay. I was second to go ahead and discuss the episode, so I will go ahead and give mine. I'm going to say it's a 9. I think this is an episode that I can put on at any time, and it's just perfect. It's a perfect starting point for anybody. If they want to go ahead and get them in, if you want to get them into Doctor Who, this is an episode that you can go ahead and put on for them, and it's fresh enough.
Hold up. If you want to get someone into Doctor Who, you're going to start them with season 10, episode 1, and it's you got one season before Jodie, baby.
Shut up.
I just not even just that. The whole Missy and Vault thing.
Yeah,
the vault is you don't know about Missy and the vault until
but as
you
soon
just
as
know
you get
the vault's there.
as soon as you get the reveal that it's Missy, any new person that's going into the show is like, who's this character?
Let's say you have an episode that to convince someone that they should try out Doctor Who. This is an episode you can put on.
Okay.
Because it's self-contained enough that you have Bill, you're introduced to Bill, you know how she's connected.
It's a good starting point.
Villain.
It's literally the name, the pilot, for a reason.
Yeah, it is.
It was
because it is fresh.
For anyone.
It's fresh.
No, you need to go all the way back to an unearthly child. Okay, no part skipping. No part skipping. All the way.
No, you should just that's too far back. Okay, Chris, let's just start at Delta and the Bannerman.
Shut your whore mouth, Jimmy.
Start there. I think you'll be okay.
I just want to go ahead and address real quickly before I get my ranking. Mom, can we get 11 versus Master? Mom, no, we have 11 versus Master at home. 11 versus Master at home. Dream Lord. That's an insult to the Dream Lord because Dream Lord was great. He deserved more.
But in that context, he's right. I mean,
yeah, he is right. So I'm actually going to go full 9 out of 10. It's so good. I think that the monster of the week, it doesn't really matter to me that the monster isn't really a monster. I think it's enough that it's just brilliant. And so 9 out of 10 is how I feel about this episode. It's in my top.
I think we can all agree. This probably isn't the season to start on.
No.
There's some flaws to this, like his outfit. For that reason, I'm giving it a 9. And not a perfect 10. Because let's be honest, guys, this show's fucking this single episode's fucking awesome. Okay?
Great.
I do think with Pixel, Declan, that he is entirely correct. I have to, god damn it, I hate agreeing with Pixel. But yeah, everything he said was correct. Also, I forgot to mention the scene with the water, where like the water's overflowing, and then the pilot jumps, sort of like just levitates towards her really closely. That felt like The Grudge to me. That was some genuine horror trope / vibes. Yeah. And that's
seeing her face in the water when she's first taken, and Bill's like, I guess she left, and you see her in the water. It's terrifying.
So yeah, I love this episode specifically. So I got to give it a 9. It is up there with some of the best.
Okay.
Good job,
There we
Stephen
go.
Moffat.
9, 8.5. There we
Yep.
go. All righty. So that is Perfect 10 is reserved for Turn Left and Heaven Sent.
I won't agree for Turn Left. I'll agree for Heaven.
For Heaven Sent,
Turn-
everybody loves Heaven Sent.
Turn Left is great, but it's not a 10 out of 10 episode.
I agree.
There's elements to
You
go
got
ahead
Heaven
and
Sent,
discuss.
Vincent and the Doctor for me. But that one's just for me though. Let's see. Human Nature, Family of Blood. I think Empty Child, Doctor Dances, and Silence in the Library.
Jimmy equals basic.
This new guy even knows you guys. I think these are paid actors from you guys, right?
No. Oh, that's
What?
not the right thing. Sorry.
I was
But-
going to say, Jimmy did forget another perfect 10 out of 10. I'm surprised you forgot this.
Don't say it. Don't say it. I
Love
know.
and Monsters.
That's right. That's Landry's best. There's no episode to go ahead and sum up Landry Walker more than the love and monsters.
He also loves Solo, Star Wars story.
Mm.
I don't get it.
Okay, that I don't understand because I could barely get through that film.
Right?
I think
Yeah.
Solo works fine if it's not Han Solo. If it's just a random smuggler, sure, that sounds fun. It's a fun film. But Han Solo, it doesn't work for me.
It could work with the Bad Batch.
I
Take
do
one of
like
them.
the Bad Batch.
Take one of them and put that into Solo, and you got yourself a great movie.
Okay. But that is our show. I know we've been almost at it for an hour and a half. We want to ask you to please like and subscribe. Check out our other things. He's on Twitch sometimes. He has other channels, J Crispy and J Crispy Games.
No. Jimmy Vlogs and J Crispy Games.
Sorry. And like I said, Aussie Chris has a Twitch channel that he sometimes streams on, and he has a YouTube channel as well. So check those out. I'm associated with a puppet sometimes over at the Geeky Puppet Show, and that's it. So please make sure to like and subscribe here. Make sure to leave a comment down below if you're watching afterwards. Topic, whether it's related or not. What'd you eat for breakfast today? Did you have something nice? Go ahead. Chris doesn't want to hear it, but I want to. And be sure to be on the lookout for our next exciting videos and our stream next week, which will be a topic that we have not yet decided upon. You'll be the first to hear about it.
All right,
Thank
we'll
you
see you
so
guys
much.
later. Goodbye.
Goodbye.